కనిపిస్తుంది ఫస్ట్
కనిపించలేదు కనిపించలేదు బా
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చేసి వెరీ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ వ్యూవర్స్. Today in this session we will practice the method to write the formula for the Reynolds number. Of course know that the Reynolds number is highly significant in deciding the type of the fluid flow, whether it is laminar or turbulent. So the Reynolds number is highly significant in deciding the flow. Now we are practicing the method to write the Reynolds number. So what is meant by the Reynolds number? The Reynolds number is notated as RE and it is the ratio of the inertia of force. It is the ratio of inertia of force to the viscous force. It is the ratio of inertia of force to the viscous force. That is the basic definition for the Reynolds number. What is meant by inertia of force? What is meant by viscous force? That is our task. So you please consider the fluid flow over a plate. So I consider plate. The plate is of length L over which the fluid particles are moving. Over which the fluid particles are moving. What is meant by Reynolds number? In the numerator, the inertia of force. So the fluid particles are moved from one location to the another location. Whenever force is acting on the fluid particles, they move. That is called the inertia of force. So inertia force is nothing but mass into acceleration. The inertia force is nothing but mass into acceleration. In the denominator, the viscous force. Viscosity is nothing but the resistance. Because of the surface, the fluid particles gets resisted. So its velocity is become plus. The force acting to reduce the speed is called the viscous force. It is called the viscous force. The surface offers resistance to the flow. So with what force? The fluid particles are getting resisted. That is called the viscous force. The mathematical formula for the viscous force. So according to the definition, the stress is nothing but force by area. If you have substituted the shear stress, the force is become the viscous force. Therefore, the viscous force is nothing but shear stress, that is notated as tau into area. The viscous force is nothing but tau into area. So, in the definition, I am substituting the viscous force as shear stress into the area. So, in the numerator, inertia force, mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. In the denominator, viscous force, that is the shear stress into the area, that is the surface area. So if you can able to find what is the inertia force, if you can able to find what is the viscous force, if you substitute in this relation, you can get the formula for the Reynolds number. So first, we will discuss what is meant by inertia force. So inertia force is nothing but mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. What is meant by mass? Mass, that is nothing, density is equal to mass by volume. From this relation, mass is equal to density into volume. So mass is written as density into volume. Into the acceleration. The acceleration is nothing but velocity divided by time. Velocity divided by time. Velocity by time. So mass is rho into volume and the acceleration is velocity by time. So rho into volume, the dimension for the volume is, the unit is meter cube. Its dimension is L cube. So the volume can be written as L cube into velocity by time. Into velocity by time. So rho into this L cube is written as L square into L. This time is there, that is taken to the previous term. So by time. So into the velocity. So rho into L L square into, this is L is nothing but the dimension for the distance. That is written as distance by time. Distance by time into velocity. So what is meant by distance by time? The distance by time is nothing but again the velocity. So rho into L square into distance by time is the velocity into u. So that is become rho into L square into u square. So the impulse force, that is the expression become rho into L square into u square. That is the relation to write the impulse force. That is the relation to write the impulse force. Once again, impulse force is nothing but mass into acceleration. Mass is density into volume. Acceleration is velocity by time. So density into the dimension from the volume is L cube into velocity by time. This L cube is rearranged. That is written as L square into L. The time in the denominator, that is brought to the another term under L. So this is rho into L square into L by time. L by time. L is nothing but distance. Distance by time into u. So rho into L square. Distance by time is nothing but u. U into u. That is become u square. So the formula for the impulse force is rho into L square into u square. So I have written the numerator rho into L square into u square. In the denominator, we have the viscous force. So the viscous force, the formula, the definition is shear stress into area. What is the shear stress? According to Newton's law of viscosity, shear stress is mu into dou u by dou y into area. So mu into dou u, that is a change in velocity. That is the change in velocity. Here the velocity is less. Here the velocity is high. What is the change in velocity? So it is dimensionally, that is written as simply velocity divided by dou y. Dou y is the vertical distance above the plate. The change in the vertical distance, that is simply written as distance into area. The dimension for the area is L square. Area is meter square. Its dimension is L square. So this is the distance which dimension is L. In the denominator L, in the numerator 1 L will get cancelled. Then the viscous force is nothing but mu, dynamic viscosity, into velocity u into L into L. So the viscous force can be written as mu into u into L. So once again, viscous force is nothing but shear stress into area. According to the Newton's law of viscosity, so tau is equal to mu into dou u by dou y into area. So mu into dou u by dou y, that is the velocity by distance, into area is L square. 1 L in the denominator, 1 L in the numerator will get cancelled. Therefore, viscous force is become mu into u into L. So in the denominator, the viscous force is mu into u into L. So 1 u in the denominator, 1 L in the numerator, both will get cancelled. So then rho into 1 L is left in the numerator, 1 u is left in the numerator. In the denominator, only mu is left. Therefore, the Reynolds number, the formula is rho into L into u divided by mu. So there is a basic formula for the Reynolds number. So if you know the density of the air, if you know the velocity of the air, fluid particles, if you know the dynamic viscosity, if you know the length, you can determine the Reynolds number. So you bring this density to the denominator. So density to the denominator, E into L divided by mu by rho. So in the denominator, dynamic viscosity by density. The ratio of dynamic viscosity by density is called the kinematic viscosity. So U into L by kinematic viscosity. So you can represent either rho L U by mu, otherwise UL divided by mu. This is the basic formula to write the Reynolds number. This is the flow over the flat plate. Suppose if the fluid particles are flowing through the tube, the fluid particles particles are flowing through the tube. The tube diameter is d. What is the formula to write the Reynolds number? The Reynolds number is there rho into u into L. Here rho into u into d. As it is a tube, that is written as d divided by the kinematic viscosity divided by the dynamic viscosity rho u d by mu, or u into d divided by this density bring to the denominator, that is become the kinematic viscosity. As we are substituting, the Reynolds number can be written as RED. So this is the basic method to write the formula for the Reynolds number in the case of the tube. Suppose in the case of the plate, the formula is written as rho into u into L by mu. As we are writing them, this is written as REL.